The Wildlife Sanctuary is contiguous with Piedras Blancas National Park. The sanctuary has had success with rehabilitating and releasing scarlet macaws and other birds. I am a primatologist and visited the sanctuary for 5 days in mid-March of 2008, with a primary interest in observing the behavior of the free-ranging and unreleasable spider monkeys at the sanctuary. There are 3 free-ranging spider monkey females, ages 2, 4, and 6 at the sanctuary. I have over 1,000 hours of observing wild spider monkeys, and so I can state with experience and confidence that these free-ranging female spider monkeys at the sanctuary are very healthy, normal animals. They're developing along the same trajectory as wild spider monkey juveniles. They're physically and emotionally very healthy. Carol and Earl Cruz have been excellent surrogate parents to these spider monkeys. Primates are extremely social animals and require social contact and physical contact in order to develop normally. Young spider monkeys stay with their mothers until they reach sexual maturity, and then female spider monkeys leave the group that they were born into and seek a new group. This natural pattern of females leaving their natal group will help facilitate the eventual release of these female spider monkeys at the sanctuary. There is no reason why these female spider monkeys would not be accepted into the social group of spider monkeys that currently reside in Piedras Blancas National Park. Supposedly there are around 23 individuals in this group in the park, and the immigration of these 3 female spider monkeys, who are of the same subspecies as those in the park, would provide a real boost to the population genetic diversity of the spider monkeys in the park. The sanctuary is moving to a more forested area so that animals will be in a naturalistic environment. The crews have regularly been taking the 3 free-ranging spider monkey females for walks through this forested area. The 4- and 6-year-old females readily climb up into the trees and remain vigilant, just as they would in their natural habitat for potential predators. The 2-year-old spider monkey still prefers to ride on one of her human surrogate parents, just as she would still be riding on her mother in the wild. Although there is hope for the future release of these 3 free-ranging spider monkey females, there are 2 adult spider monkeys at the refuge who do not have that hope for release. Until just several years ago, this adult female was a pet and kept on a 1-meter-long length of rope. Thanks to the Santuario Silvestre, this adult female now enjoys a much happier life than she did as a pet. She's very active, and the long cotton lead to which her collar is attached allows her to climb and swing to heights of about 15 meters in this large fig tree. Because this adult female spider monkey spent almost her entire life as a pet on a leash, she now is dependent upon feeling the collar and the leash for a sense of security, and there's really no hope for release of this animal. However, because of the sanctuary, there is hope for this adult female to spend the rest of her life in happiness. She has a very large range of movement, afforded by the long cotton lead, and she is also so adapted to this long cotton lead that she untangles it when it becomes wrapped around branches. In addition to the high level of exercise that living with a long cotton lead affords this adult female spider monkey, it also allows her to interact with the other monkeys at the sanctuary. This footage shows the adult female on the lead play grappling with one of the free-ranging spider monkey females. This is another indication of the high degree of socialization that all of these monkeys have. The other adult spider monkey on a lead is this adult male, who also was a pet through his adulthood. And there are also hints that this adult male had been abused while he was a pet. Again, there is no hope for the release of this adult male monkey, but he does lead a much happier existence at the sanctuary than what he must have had as a pet. Like the other ex-pet spider monkey on a lead at the sanctuary, the adult male is extremely physically active and spends much of his time off the ground, brachiating and climbing. His overall physical condition is excellent, and he's very muscular and is not overweight at all. This video footage shows the adult male engaging in the typical locomotion pattern of spider monkeys in the wild, which is arm-over-arm movement, called brachiation. Being on leads allows both of the ex-pet spider monkeys to have a relatively normal life. This video footage shows the adult male on a lead foraging for young leaves with the oldest free-ranging spider monkey female. Putting the adult female and adult male spider monkeys who are on leads currently in a cage would not be in their best interest. As someone who specializes in primate behavior, I can say with a high level of confidence that both the emotional and physical well-being of these animals would plummet if they were placed in cages. I'm convinced that keeping these non-releasable spider monkeys on leads is the best option for ensuring a high level of both physical and emotional welfare of these spider monkeys. And now I'd like to talk a little bit about the other species of primate that are currently being cared for at the sanctuary. This young adult female mantled howler monkey has been rehabilitated for a shattered kneecap and is now free-ranging at the sanctuary. Her injury is not much of a hindrance to her, and she has little trouble, if any at all, climbing up into trees and locomoting. In mantled howler monkeys, both males and females leave the groups into which they were born and find a new group. This video footage shows the adult female howler monkey who has been released at the sanctuary in close proximity to a wild adult male howler monkey. During my stay at the sanctuary, I was able to witness what appeared to be the early formations of a new howler monkey group. This video footage shows the adult female free-ranging howler monkey following the wild adult male howler monkey. This really illustrates the fact that the animals at the sanctuary are not dead ends. Instead, such as is the case for this female howler monkey at the sanctuary, these animals can join in wild groups and potentially reproduce in the wild. And as is the case for the non-releasable spider monkeys, they're more able to lead an emotionally and physically rewarding life at the sanctuary than what they would have experienced as pets. There is also a free-ranging adult male howler monkey who has been released at the sanctuary, who is also spending time with the wild adult male howler monkey and with the free-ranging female howler monkey. And the hope is that they will all form one group.
If they do accidentally go off,
And a potential future member of this wild ex-captive group of howler monkeys is this 4-month-old female howler monkey. She's too young to safely live outside of her cage, but meantime she receives excellent nutrition and care and physical contact from her human surrogate parents, and she also interacts playfully with the other primates that are free-ranging at the sanctuary. And here you can see her playing with the free-ranging adult female howler monkey and with the 2-year-old free-ranging spider monkey. In addition to the juvenile howler monkey female in a cage, there are some other primates in a cage for their own good and also for the good of the other primates at the sanctuary. And these are 3 adult female and 1 juvenile white-faced capuchins. Capuchins are very intelligent and make and use tools in the wild. Sometimes their interactions with other primates are not exactly friendly, and if these 3 adult females and juvenile were free-ranging in the sanctuary, they may create a lot of trouble. Currently, there is 1 adult male capuchin who is free-ranging, and he interacts in a friendly way with the other primate species of the sanctuary. However, he has not been able to successfully join the wild group of capuchins that forages through the sanctuary's boundaries. All the capuchins are extremely active at the sanctuary, and here you see footage of some capuchins swinging on suspended logs, others locomoting throughout the cage, and the floor of the cage of the capuchins is covered in leaf litter. And capuchins are highly manipulative foragers in the wild, and they like to uncurl dead leaves looking for insect prey. And so this is actually a form of enrichment for these capuchins. Now, in addition to the raisins that they may find scattered on the forest floor, the capuchins receive the kind of food that you see here in these bowls. Highly nutritious, very healthy food that the primates and other animals at the sanctuary eat. In addition to providing the invaluable service of rehabilitating and caring for injured and/or ex-pet animals at the sanctuary, there is also an impressive degree of quality environmental wildlife education that the sanctuary provides. The Santuario Silvestre is providing a wonderful service not only to the wildlife but to the people of Costa Rica as well.